So hey there, thanks for checking out my videos here on YouTube. I do greatly appreciate it. So this is just a quick little short. So we're coming up to we're the 15th of October in 2025. So in Ontario, we're getting to the point where it's coming up to tire season. So usually we're doing that at the end of October, usually start of November, kind of that range. But I jumped the gun a little bit because I had the vehicle in the shop anyways for some other related work. And I thought, well, we'll go ahead, we'll do a brake inspection, and we'll put the snow tires on. A little premature, about a couple weeks, but it's done and it's ready for the road. So in the unlikely event that we get an early blizzard in October at the 20th, I am prepared. So that's pretty fascinating from that standpoint. But there's always that debate every year. When should I put my snow tires on? Like, that's always the question, at least in Southern Ontario, because it's such a broad region, you don't really know for sure. Typically, it's when you're around that 7-degree mark on a fairly consistent basis, and you're starting to get some of that black ice forming at night, or that heavy frost. That's kind of the time you should be looking at doing snow tires. So that usually is that last week of October, first week of November is kind of a good rule of thumb, at least in the area that I'm at. If you're further north, it's probably right on the money for that timeline. It's probably exactly where you should be. So what did I put on as far as snow tires are concerned? Because there's a broad range out there to pick from. There's a mud and snow. There's a snow tire dedicated all by itself. There's an all-season that's kind of a little catered towards snow tires. So in other words, it's got a little ridge within the tire itself, the soft, pliable rubber that doesn't go hard and acts like a snow tire, but it's got a small little item in there, right? So what tire is best for you? Well, I've got these ones, which they're a true snow tire. They're 100% for winter. That's the idea behind them. They're a Hankook off-brand, so I'm going to leave the link down below. They're a good tire, but they're a little dated in design. So in other words, they're not the latest, greatest, innovative snow tire you can get on the face of the earth. They're not the best. But at the same time, for the price point, they're pretty good as far as that's concerned. So it's kind of like a cheaper version of a Hankook, but yet still kind of in that category. I find they work really well. And again, link down below so you can actually get the make, model, and maybe it references up to your vehicle. But I look for a full snow tire because I'm doing the exchange anyways. I'm in a location that you look at, you kind of go with Goderich, with the lake effect, people going a little bit further north. I can really be in a heavy snowstorm, so I want a true snow tire. Now, if I were in Toronto and it's that southern area, do I really want a full-on snow tire? It'd be subjective to what I'm doing. So if I'm downtown core where everything is salted, temperature kind of stays around that 0 mark, maybe a mixed tire wouldn't be so bad, and I can go all 4 seasons with it. So like an all season, but a true all season tire might work really well in that neck of the woods. Up here, you have to do a full snow tire. Now the mud and snow tire is a good option too, but that's something if you're running a much larger SUV, something with some weight to it, or you're running a pickup truck. So you're a contractor. And maybe you're a contractor that goes, you know what, I got to get in and out of the job site anyways, so I will run with a more aggressive tread that will clear some snow. Will it be as good as a true snow tire? 90%, 80%, kind of in that range. But it'll get me in and out of a muddy situation. So it's one of those things where, as a service truck, or like for instance, my little red truck has a mud and snow tire on it. It's 4 seasons. Is it perfect? No, but that's a truck I wouldn't drive in a blizzard. So it's one of those things, if I knew ahead of time that it's going to be an issue because it's a rear-wheel drive pickup truck, it's got a mud and snow on it, it's okay, but I would want a full snow tire on it if I live further north. But because it's more of a seasonal truck for me, or kind of on the job I need it, I'll know the weather report a little bit beforehand. It'll do like 2 inches, 3 inches of snow without a problem on the road surface, not an issue. But it's one of those things where if I were really into like a foot of snow, that's not the ideal situation, but not the worst either. So, snow tires, when do you put them on? 7 degrees, consistent. A little early right now to do it, October 15th. Still did it because it was in for brake work, so I thought might as well get it done. What does it cost? To mount and balance a set of tires and to clean the alloy rim, to tidy it up, you're looking at about $160 worth of shop time. That's kind of what the local price is. Some places in higher moving areas might charge you $25 per tire. But they're going to be a volume shop. They're really not going to clean your rim all that well. They're just going to throw tires on and send you on your way. So you're usually around that over $100 mark to do the mountain balance. So in other words, you're taking your old summer tires off and you're putting your winter tires onto your alloyed rims. And why would you do that? Wheel sensors. That's the reason. So I have a Turo car, so I don't want the idiot light on. So we put it onto the factory alloyed wheel. That's just the nature of the animal with it. If I were going to go with a steel wheel and it was a little newer car, in other words, that would be the reason for it, I would go with not a steel wheel, but I'd go with an aftermarket alloy where you don't have the ridge in the back to catch debris. So it's one of those things where, again, you're going to be into, for a set of nice rims and tires, you're probably in the neighborhood of $1,500 to $3,000 depending on the car itself. Maybe you can get away with a Walmart special without tire sensors for less, but that's kind of the ballpark when you're into rim and tire packages. So where are we at? Snow tires. So that's it. So that's what you need to know. Again, do I like them? I think you can't drive in Southern Ontario outside the big city centers without them. We just have too much of a variety when it comes to weather, and it's one of those things. It's not just like the zone. It's you'll be traveling along. Goderich is a good example. You're heading up there. You'll hit 2 or 3 kilometers of the road because of the lake effect. That is literally like traveling like Great White North, where you might have a foot and a half of snow for no apparent reason. It's just there because the lake drifted it off. Like that's just it, right? Or you're gonna get into a whiteout, or you're gonna be into one of these little back roads where they put the ditch so close to the outer edge of the road that it takes very little for you to go out of control. The snow tire helps you out, kind of maintain that going straight. So again, things to watch out for. So this is meant to be a short, under 10 minutes. Hopefully you liked the video. Again, if you got any questions about tires, I'm not really the full tire expert, but I do know a little bit. Leave a comment down below. I do really hope to get subscribers. That would be great. Thumbs up are wonderful too. So again, support is always noted. Right now we're using a standard phone in the car with its own little mic built in. If at some point I get to 1,000, we're at 400 right now on the subscription thing, I might go buy a lapel mic or maybe get a camera for the car. But again, we're only going to do that if I find that we're getting some response. So again, thank you very much. Have a pleasant and enjoyable day.